What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? This is still different. Every time I freaking load up the game, it's just like, it's just completely different. Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all of the game's settings to exact specifications, but who hasn't? And it's just what I do, like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. I'm just going to adjust my mic really quickly. There we go. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. Who is this? Is this the narrator? Or is this Stanley? That would be cool, wouldn't it? If this is Stanley. I guess some settings are just unsettable. I guess the narrator's knows. Oh, what? Why can't you hear? Whoops. My apologies. I mean, it's literally just been the same sound over and over again, so I guess I'll just input that sound while editing. If I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyways. Yeah, so this might be the narrator, because the narrator is very aware of this being a game, right? You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Really? Video games are meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? Yeah, I love it. It's great. That's maybe the only information I've really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There is still one more saying that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. Oh, okay, adjust, so that might be the achievement then? It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. Okay, very... I'm curious about that now. Okay, and we're still getting the Stanley Parable 2 thing here. So I guess wait, was that like a dungeon thing then? Okay, I guess we've missed the opportunity for that. I'm sure it, like, you opened it and then it looked like a dungeon there. This is the story of a... Alright, so we know that's all the same. Just only going to show the balloons that we have here now.
Gone. What could it mean?
Alright, so what are we actually doing next?
To the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Are we still going to the right? Meeting today, I never noticed that before. Oh, the bucket's here!
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Okay, so I guess we can still do the bucket stuff. So if you haven't seen the last episode, Jesus Christ, it's really cool. So on YouTube for right now, on the stream it's not out, so go back and watch the last stream. I basically got, like, on my Twitch channel, I've got, like, a list. It's basically the last stream that I did, was that one. But on my channel, I've got, like, a list of, like, the Stanley Parable, all of the streams in a row there.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I did. So we've done all of the bucket dialogue, so I'll skip through all of this. If you haven't seen it, once again, watch the last episode. That's another reason why I want to be doing these. Oh, the hell? The hell is this? I was just about to say, yeah, that's another reason I want to do these relatively quickly, because hopefully I don't forget what I've actually done. Recent status inside of a sequel exhibit. Yes, I've got that one. A private place for an important person. A large room, lots of boxes. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Somewhere both red and blue. I know that. The red and the blue door. Nearby a fireplace. You know what? I'm actually going to take a picture of this because I've actually given you the location of all of the collectibles. And I want to get all of the collectibles. So, there we go. Picture taken, yes. Kind of my phone kind of like freaking lagged a bit then. Okay. That is really interesting. How can we find them? Bottom text? Trust the completionist instinct. It's gotta be a freaking thing. Like a ending. Why would they just tell us something will happen? This investigation, this room, they feel pointless, to be honest. Okay. Oh, did I read this? There will be a reward for finding them all. Okay. I think, yeah, we've done this.
We must move on from this broom closet. Simply because I have no remaining stickers. If
we've already got the stickers. That's right.
We'd be in here for hours.
This is why the game took so long, because they thought of literally everything. 10 seconds from now. That's what we do. Make sure we get all the dialogue. So then there's anything else. Okay. That is fine. Something about stairs, they said.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Gotta be looking at these stairs, because these are the main stairs. I can go down, just don't go into the door. There we go, found it.
Another miniature
Hell
Stanley
yes.
figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? What about Stanlerines? Yes.
Stanlerines.
Like
yeah,
Another
very much so like that.
Stanlerine under your
That's
belt.
a cool name. Half of them got. So it said something about red and blue door. We're not at that bit of the game yet. I'm very familiar with that bit of the game. What the other one? Something about like a fireplace, didn't it say? So I guess in the boss's office might be another one. I mean, surely not, because it's quite close to this one, right? There was one in here. Let me see if I can go this way, though. Can I go this way still? I can't. Okay, well, we've done this thing twice now.
Stepping into his manager's office,
But now it's
Stanley
new
was
stuff.
once again stunned to discover not an indication
Yeah,
of any
fireplace,
human
this.
life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now,
What's
in
that
his
there?
darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
I know it's
At this
2845,
point,
but this
Stanley
is new
was so
dialogue.
absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being
I'm just
near
going to
the
let this
bucket
run, because
did he
if you
have
do it
any
too
notion
quickly, then it
that the
gets
pin number for
dialogue
the
and you have to just
keypad
wait for a bit.
was 2845.
Alright, there we go.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Yes, I did.
Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was
So we
the
can pretty
bucket
much just
guiding
do
him?
the things we've already done
This is certainly the
again.
most logical explanation.
So what I'll do is... Oh, there we go.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
I guess that's the fireplace
and
one,
now
then?
I'm torn between Stanlerines
These
and
are really easy to find, I
What
hope,
do you
so there
think,
will be a bit
Stanley? What name
harder to
better
find than this.
encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1?
Genuinely, I do like that.
I'm
I do
sure it will
freaking love
come to me.
collectibles that actually have like this stuff, like this style. They've done these collectibles very well, though. Even though it's like a meme and a joke and everything, they have done it very well. So in the first episode, we went up and down this lift about 17 trillion times, and I'll go up it once just to see if the dialogue's different
The
and
elevator
specific for
raced
the bucket.
downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
This is different already.
It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right.
I'm kind of hoping there wouldn't
The
be
bucket is
anything
here for you, Stanley.
if I go back into the lift.
Everything will be fine.
Okay. Let's go back in. Please don't be anything new, because I really actually don't want to do this.
Stanley said to the bucket.
Oh my
Can we
god,
go back
okay,
up?
it's actually
when
new.
I was pressing those
Oh
keypad
god.
buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Wait a minute. Go back and press the number 3 again. I guess I should actually be focusing on this. Oh, never mind. The number 3? Do I actually press the number 3 again? Oh, but what happens if I can't? I have to go back and press the number 3, okay. So they haven't gone that far into it, because I mean the game would have been freaking delayed for
Here
another
we are,
3
said
years.
Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over.
I prefer the number 7. I guess I'll just press number 3.
Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button, I'm having the time. After taking some time to show the bucket around the boss's office, Stanley at last went to the keypad, where he began eagerly pressing the number 3 again and again.
I will do that. Anything gonna happen? Do it once more? Okay. We are all good. I'm not gonna come back up. There might be a different thing. But like last time, it took quite a long... It probably didn't take
Perhaps
that
the
long of a
bucket had
time.
missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Now that makes me think there'll be something there. I'm not gonna do it though. I can do it
A
another
hint of
time.
regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he demonstrate the number
Oh
3
my God,
for the
Jesus.
bucket again?
Okay, fine. Fine, game. Fine. We're gonna freaking do it. Jesus Christ. God. We're gonna be a complete
said Stanley
completionist
to
about
the
this.
bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see.
Jesus
Feel
Christ,
the
game. There's so much in
happiness
this.
I feel. He smiled at
It's
the
like
bucket.
being able to do everything
bucket
twice.
said
Once without the bucket and then once with it. I guess I can't really do... I can do this stuff without the bucket, yeah. So it's essentially the game doubled in length. Because you can do everything with the bucket and everything without the bucket, and it's different stuff. Jesus
Here we go,
Christ.
said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told
Hell yes.
stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears, and the whole time he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all, only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Ah. Do I now? I guess I do, yeah. Well then. Is it not going to do the thing? Is it not going to do the thing it did last time? Like the exact same thing where it's like I'm a showbiz guy? I wonder.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear
This might
friend.
be a cool ending though,
Surely
actually,
there was
yeah.
a solution, mustn't
This might
there
actually be really cool. Oh, we're just straight away here. Let's go up again. Let's freaking do it. I think it was about 4 times last time, maybe? This is number 3. Oh no. Oh no, really? Is it nothing? Oh, here we go.
said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling
Press
in
the
my
number
heart.
5, or is that too
He
far? That
decided
might be a
right
bit
then
too
and
far, to be
there
honest.
that he would hold a press conference where
Press
he would
conference?
speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand
Oh yeah, here we
Stanley's
go.
work.
Back to this place. But it's different now. We're holding a press
For
conference this
months,
time.
he advertised and marketed his press conference,
Yes, we've been there
building
before.
excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
Sound like a freaking Minecraft door opening then, though. Right, here we go. Yeah, last time I tried to see if there's anything there. I don't think there is like a secret thing there. The stage 3333?
This was it.
The dude who came up with
One
pizza, I remember
last
that.
chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
Like we just... I just hate my boss, does that say, or something like that? 427? 3 again! The storytelling from Stanley. Congratulations, Stanley, remember where you came from? Your co-workers? Where are you now, though? Oh yes, I got like miniature freaking golf there. Decent. Oh, and the golf ball there? God, that looks incredible, doesn't it, that bit there? Jesus. Yeah, this is definitely new stuff here. Let's go.
There was no one here.
No one?
Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him
Almost
talk
like
about what it
no,
really
none of my
means
co-workers turned up
press
to school
the number
today.
3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less.
I mean, I literally put him in a freaking escape pod.
That any sense of real
I'm glad that we can actually have the bucket again, because I was worried that you couldn't do any of this
press conference
anymore.
There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Okay. I guess now I can step forward. There we go. Not even able to step forward. And I think that should be the end. So if I go back to the beginning of the game, that is an ending. There we go. That is another ending. Take that off the freaking list of 17 trillion endings.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
This is different
Perhaps he had simply
music,
missed
isn't
the
it?
memo.
This is very different music, though.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
That's open. Can I go there, actually? If I come out here and then go to the right, or the left, is that... It's that one there. You try and look a bit... Yeah, nothing there. I'm going to try and do... Let's try and do two things here, actually. Let's get the... Well, let's start to get the click on the door 5 times achievement, see if that's anything different.
Oh, please.
Okay, that's nothing.
Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times.
Okay, yeah.
Is that
that's nothing
all
to
that you
do
think
with,
an
or nothing
achievement
different with the bucket.
No.
Is this different?
I can't just give these merits away for such little...
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's
Oh, here
ear.
we go.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
Oh?
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity,
Genuinely shocked
and
at how
abandoned
much
as soon as the warm glow of inspiration
new stuff they've
begins
actually
to
added.
dim.
Like a new,
The opportunities
complete,
to do so
like
much
there's two
more.
endings for
There was
basically
so
every
much
ending
it
at
could
this
have
point.
done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was
Is there
way
anything that's
too
going to
much
be
for Stanley.
appearing?
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a bucket!
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
not since the evil wizard Gambharata
These freaking voices are
first
spot on.
ensnared me in his
That is
machinations
definitely
as
how the
payback
bucket
for the
sounds.
sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even
Jesus.
louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket! This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed,
I feel like this is a
the
bit
bucket
more of
revealed
a
its true form,
secret ending
transforming
here.
into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Oh? Jesus. We freaking killed the bucket? Jesus Christ, the hell?
You did it! You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to summon their true power.
Seeing if I can get out
Otherwise,
anywhere.
we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power.
Is this an
and
easy ending to get?
speechless. You've
I
demonstrated
can't.
such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to
Jesus
never again
Christ.
go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark
Oh,
magic
no.
cast away inside of it.
Can you not get the bucket anymore? Or is it going to be a secret if you pick up the bucket again?
All of his co-workers were
I
gone.
thought he wasn't going to
did it
talk
mean?
then. Imagine that.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting
Him just
room.
not talking.
Perhaps he had simply
Ooh.
missed a memo.
Oh, a bucket.
Warmth spread through
Oh,
Stanley's
come on,
arms.
really?
With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
I want to go and do that ending again. It might not be anything. Just anything where it's like,
Stanley
oh, do this
clung
thing.
the bucket to his cheek. Could his
Huh?
co-workers really all be gone?
That's freaking different. Anything different happen?
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from...
It's the same, okay. I wondered because the narrator said a whole thing about, like, oh, don't go to the bucket again.
All of his
It's like I picked up the bucket and nothing happened,
what
so
could it mean?
I wasn't
Stanley
expecting
decided
anything,
to
but
go
like
to the
going maybe
meeting
back to that
room.
ending and
Perhaps
then...
Stanley
Or maybe
picked
if you
up
do
the
it
bucket
completely
and
all the way
smiled.
through.
He'd never be alone again, not truly alone. Not with the bucket around.
Okay. We're still going to the left.
Stanley
Somehow.
clutched the
We're
bucket
still
tightly
freaking
to
doing
his
stuff
chest
in the
and
left.
entered the door on his left.
I feel like with this one we are pretty much going to the end now though. I guess I've got to do yes and no. I wonder if this is just like this forever now then.
Stanley, we must move on from this broom closet, simply because I have no...
There's nothing else in the broom
remaining
closet.
stick. If coming to a staircase,
We're going upstairs.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
And then I'm pretty sure we can't go in here though. So we're going to the elevator. After we do the elevator, I'm pretty sure we've done everything up until going past the area, like pretty much going into the mind control facility area, because we're not going to be doing the escape one just yet. We're still not too far into this video, about 20 minutes, maybe 25 at a stretch. I don't know. Yeah, so this is the one where you just don't go anywhere, but when we come out, last time the narrator said something, so we'll see if he says something different when we have the bucket. I think I can speed it up, right, just doing that. Oh, he's not saying anything this time. I wonder if you just wait with that one. Does it do anything different? Yeah, we've done that ending, where you go up there with the bucket.
Office, Stanley was once again stunned
I guess I haven't done this when I have the bucket.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Here we go.
Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Is the collectible there again? It's not. So we've done this. And I'm not even going to go into the elevator again. I'm not even going to go into the elevator once. Potentially there being something there, because I feel like there's been so much with going into this elevator again and again. I'm just going to go. What's this? Ready? I'm going. I'm continuing the game. Look at this.
Stanley and the bucket
Look
walked
where we
straight
are
ahead
now.
through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
It does say escape over there, and I do want to go that way, but I can't. I'm not allowed at the moment. I need to go this way. I can't remember where these other... Is it 3 more collectibles we need? Can't remember where these other ones are. We've got the fireplace one. Blue and red door is another one.
What horrible secret did
Is it
this place
4 that we've got?
hold?
We got the one
Stanley
initially.
And the bucket both wondered to themselves.
We got the fireplace one. We got the toilet one. And we got the stairs one. So we've got 4. We need 2 more. One of them is blue and red door, and the other one I just can't remember. Yeah, blue and red door, I don't remember. I remember that ending when you come to like the blue and red door and then he's like, oh, go through the red door.
The bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
I am there I am. Right in the middle there. See if there's anything different there. There's not. Looks a bit darker as well. I mentioned that before. Like, it looks like my office there looks a bit darker, right?
Was the bucket
Let's look up here, actually, see if we can see it spawn. There we go, I can see it.
Well, had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kind
because you can go up there
does a
eventually.
bucket want to do?
I think that's
or
your
not
never
want to
place
do
here.
In the first place, these questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No!
Or maybe you can leave before it closes. That might be a thing.
Life in someone else's
I don't remember
control.
seeing that at all.
He squeezed
So that could be a new thing.
tighter. His one friend in the entire
God, I
world.
love how he literally...
At this point, he could trust no
all of the voice lines were done again for the bucket. So great. So great that they picked just like a boring thing, right? Just like the bucket. Can I go back down? Does that close?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Oh, I wonder.
Controls labeled with emotions.
I
happy
wonder.
Or sad,
That's 2
or
things
content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
I think you can't open that door, can't you?
Would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the Bucket, up against the world. They high-fived
We are doing
in a really
the...
cool way.
No.
The Bucket made a sassy comment
Which you've already done,
about
but we haven't
taking
done with the
down
Bucket yet.
system.
So we'll do no, and then... Oh no, we'll do off. And then we'll come back and do on. We've done this ending before, but again, we haven't done it with the Bucket.
Stanley and the Bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the Bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The Bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support, and to...
Oh? What?
What? Wait. What was happening?
The hell?
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the Bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the Bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the Bucket, needed the
that again goes back to
the Bucket. Will go to any lengths
you completely break the game when you come out of the boss's office while the door's closing.
Stanley can't leave this place.
Because the Bucket does leave,
Not while he
then.
has such a precious Bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would
But the
never
Bucket wasn't
again
even in
leave
the
this
game
very
originally.
room. But at least he has the Bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my Bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley
Surely,
thought.
yeah.
Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Oh, it's loading? The hell? Oh, come on, really? You can't freaking do that to me.
All of his co-workers
Right, fine.
were gone. What could it mean?
I'm fine. I'm not
Stanley
annoyed.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps the good old Bucket.
Oh, yes.
Stanley and the Bucket, off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the Bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yes, I do. So I'm just eating something because I was actually getting really freaking hungry. Yeah, we know about that. The freaking collectible is old news now.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
Right,
and
so
the
there's two
Bucket
things I want to
walked
try while
upstairs
going
to
up
the
here.
boss's office.
Because I feel like when he starts talking, I could easily back up and go back through that door when you went to the micro facility,
Stanley
right?
was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human.
Same dialogue again. I feel like
But
we've
Stanley
got
guessed
most
the
of the
correct
dialogue
code
here.
by-
Mind controls idle, awaiting input. So narrator, you wanted me to turn this
When at
on,
last
right?
they came to the
Yes.
source of the room.
Right, we've listened to
But
this,
at
so I'll
the
just turn it
last
on now.
second, the Bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
No, the Bucket!
Stanley gasped in horror.
Well, you can't tell me
Had
off
this
now.
been the Bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself? How could the Bucket have betrayed him like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the Bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
The hell?
Birds. Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Ah. What? Well, this is very different.
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world. The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions.
I like this guy.
Had the Bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius.
I wonder if they actually filmed this, or if this is
who
like
had
stock
pointed
footage,
him
maybe.
towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the
I thought that
bucket
initially
never
meant that I
found
could, like,
freedom
turn it
because
off and
they
on
spent the rest of their
again.
lives here in this place.
Have you tried turning it
living
off and on
through
again?
live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley
Was happy. Well, that's usually how this ends. Stanley being happy or Stanley being very sad. Okay. And is that the end? That is the end. Okay.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
The computer being like a painting or a photo? The hell? That's some lore right there. Is that now when we interact with the paintings? Because someone in the chat in one of the last episodes was saying like it interacts with the paintings in like the second room, which is here. Yeah, there's no paintings in here. Yeah, I can't interact with it. Yeah, none of them. Okay, so what I'm going to do now...
When Stanley
So I'm going to go back to that bit. I'm going to try and do it with and without the bucket. As long as it doesn't take too long. Really curious now. I'm going to try and interact with all of the paintings. See if I can. Yeah, so it does just do this anyway now. Because it's the Stanley Parable 2 that I'm playing. What happens now with
Stanley
this?
stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here. So he turned around and got back on track. Coming
It's
to the
acting like I'm
Stanley
doing that for the first time now.
upstairs to his boss's office.
Because it can't keep up with what I'm doing with the bucket and without the bucket at the same time. Which is fair enough. There's a lot of stuff in this game. Alright, so we do this, 2845, and then we just go back and turn on. Because we've already turned it off.
Stunned to discover not
We've done that with
of any
and without
life.
the bucket. This is, I think, the last time we gotta go through here, because I don't think there's anything else here.
Room packed with television
This whole
screens.
place, we can
What
just
horrible
completely say
secret did
we've done
this
everything.
place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Let's see. I don't think I have the strength without the bucket, though, to be fair.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Would like to see, I wonder if there's like an
Their true
100%.
nature
Imagine like an
revealed. Each bore
100%
the
speed
number
run of the
an
Stanley.
employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images. Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility.
Oh my god!
Welcome.
Okay.
You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us
That's trippy.
lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all
They didn't know
very,
about that,
very
but they knew
clever.
about
Good for
going
you.
through the
Anyway,
frickin' window
when
in the
it came
first
time
thing.
to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always
Hell yes.
more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really
if I can
covered
actually
every nook and cranny of the game.
go down even
with
further.
Secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Well, as this was a bug in the original game, I feel like people would try it. See, I was about to say, how many people have actually done this? We're probably quite a decent amount.
You did it.
Good job.
Good job.
Hell yes. Chris through? Is this actually the narrator?
Good job.
You made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped down the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Yeah, now not in the freaking tune. Stay in the tune, mate. I believe in you. It was like freaking, was it Peter Griffin doing like that whole
chase your dreams.
1 plus 2, 3. No, he just doesn't freaking get it. Like he just completely out of time with it. Good job, you did 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 it. I'm bored now.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good
Alright, one more. Come on.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Hell yes. Woo! There we go. The superior ending of the Stanley Parable. Oh. What? Okay. Oh, this is weird because I don't have any freaking dialogue here. Oh god. Okay, well I'm not getting the bucket. Because I have to now, don't I?
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just
I have to get the bucket because it's completely
Anywhere
different
they
here.
went together would be perfectly fine with him. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered.
Is there
the
anything
door
different
on
here?
his left.
I feel like that might be just for going there. Yeah, okay. Alright, yeah. Well, I need to begin the game again because the thing I'm doing next isn't with the bucket. I feel like getting that thing
I can't wait
again.
to tell this story to my
Ooh.
co-workers, Stanley thought.
I remember
How
this
amusing
dialogue,
they'll
but I don't think
find
I've got it
Oh,
here
will
yet.
we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing?
I wonder if this is Stanley actually thinking this, or it's like the narrator forcing
When
Stanley
Stanley
to
came
think
to a
this.
set of-
Let's press on. And then that will be all of the endings in the mind control facility. That will be 100% mind control facility, I think, anyway. I mean, it's got to be right. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Maybe I can glitch out here somewhere? Can I go on this chair? We're saying I can interact with something here. Or is that just this? On, please!
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After
Yes,
they
I did,
kept you
mate.
enslaved all these years, you go and you try
Right.
to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Oh, I can't do it. Okay.
Stanley, I applaud your effort.
So
I
here,
really do.
I believe
But you
that there's
need to
nothing you can do.
understand, There's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated,
This does open,
without
I believe,
proper
eventually.
DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long
I mean, I'm
until
fine with that, to be
detonation
honest. I don't see an issue in that.
Say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more
Okay.
fun, isn't it, Stanley?
That's
it's
when I
your
opened, yeah.
time to shine. You are the star.
Let's
it's
try everything.
your
So
story
we got
now.
1,
Shape it to
2.
your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What
Can you
a
actually
shame
get
we have
through
so
there?
little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
Oh, that's annoying.
More time
I
to
think that's
talk
gonna open
about
again.
you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
There's 3.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Right, 3's
All right,
there.
I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them.
Yep.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course,
This
that
is
was
just a
merely
cool one
in this
for the
instance of
lore.
the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever,
This is full.
pushing buttons endlessly
This
and
is.
then dying alone. Other times,
And it takes a
I
bit
let
of a
the
while to
office
actually
sink
get
into
down
the
here, though.
ground,
Where's 5, though? I know there's 5 of them.
Everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
I think 5's like a weird place in the middle somewhere.
This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take
Is this
back
5?
the control
Yes.
wrested away from you.
Oh, where's
It's
this?
quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Actually, there's a thing pop up
I'm
saying
sure
I can interact with
whatever I
it.
come up with on the next go around will be even better.
Might come back and see what that is
My
before.
goodness, only 34 seconds
Right.
left. But
1,
I'm enjoying this so
2.
much. You know what?
Gonna try and
To
do this
hell with it.
absolutely as
I'm
quickly
going to
as
put some
physically
extra
possible.
Time on the clock. Why not? These are precious
3.
additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
We go to 4.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
I know you can't do
I mean,
anything.
look at you.
Just give myself something to do?
Button, screen to
oh yeah, here we go, this way.
Clicking on every little thing.
This way would be the fastest.
These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything. Something here will save
interestingly
me.
it says that big red button on the door.
That, Stanley? That this
I don't think you can go into that door. I think I saw like a
soul?
out of bounds
Do
thing.
you have any idea
Where like
what
someone
your
actually
purpose
went
in
through
this
there and it's
place
just nothing.
Stanley,
Yeah,
you're
so you
in
can press
for quite a
these.
disappointment. But here's
Where's
the
the big
spoiler
red
for
button?
you.
Where is that?
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Where is the red button?
This is not
oh,
a
here.
challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control
Enable
this
backup
world,
power to
that's
activate.
Fine. But I'm going to destroy it first.
Oh,
so
God.
You can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have
Goodbye,
left
employee
to struggle.
427.
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you.
I
being
really
cloned
wonder if there's
to
something you can do with this.
Will you cling desperately to your frail
Maybe it
life,
just opens
or will you
randomly?
let
Oh,
it
I
go
can
peacefully?
list through here. There we go.
Another choice.
Lovely. Something they
Make it
miss.
count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until
Please
the moment
open
I
it!
say,
Open the
"Happily
freaking
ever after."
hatch! No! Oh, I'm really curious now to see if that hatch is actually open. Or like if you can do anything there. That door opens for like a split second and you can't, like it doesn't do anything else there. Okay, I really
I
am
can't
curious
wait
about
to tell.
that.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of
Ooh.
something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
God, every time he says something like that, it's like, what am I missing? What is the most obvious thing on planet Earth that I'm just completely missing here? Right, what is another thing I can do?
A good bucket.
Relatively
a strong
quickly.
bucket. A humble bucket. A committed bucket. A bucket of culture and distinction.
That's different dialogue again. Where's another quick thing that I can do? I guess, yeah, like all the new content has gone, because I guess I've got most of it now, yeah. Can't go in any of the places like that.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Oh yeah,
and
there is
entered
one
the
more thing that I
door.
want to try and do. And I don't want to do any other big new thing, because this probably will be relatively the end of this episode. Actually, let me... That's the thing that I can do. Let me have a look at the picture that I've got this on. So, a large room, lots of boxes. Oh, I know what that is, yeah. We're not there yet. A large room, lots of boxes, and somewhere both red and blue are the two left. And I know where both of them are. I know exactly where both of them are. I think one of them is going to the escape route on the left door, and one of them is the right door.
Coming to a
Pretty much
staircase,
immediately after you
Stanley
go
and
through the right
bucket
door.
walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yes, but do you do this thing again? Just...
Stepping into
Oh, no,
the
you don't.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not
Okay,
an
so if you get the
indication
bucket,
of
then it
any
just
human life.
restarts, I guess.
Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if
No,
not
that's
for the soothing
wrong.
presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth...
I wonder if
and
there's actually
guiding
going to be
light-
something where,
But
like
Stanley
he says
guessed
something
the correct
different
code by sheer luck.
if you get it wrong. Okay. So I think I'm going to leave this video here. Let me once again check the achievements, just in case this isn't just about long enough. Yeah, the test achievement. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. I mean, we're getting close to it. Oh yeah, complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes and 22 seconds, not including load times. Should we try it? Let's freaking try it. Let's quit the menu and go into the game so it's completely fresh. Begin the game. And let's try it. Let's go. Let's see if we can at least get one achievement here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Just try to load in a stopwatch.
When Stanley came...
Actually, I want the stopwatch to be correct. Oh, it's not going to be... Okay. Try and time this correctly. There. Alright, here we go.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a
I guess
sign
I
of
could
something?
just
he hoped
keep
it was.
going into the game
he hoped
again.
very much that it was.
Yeah, it's definitely the quickest way is definitely turning on or off the mind control machine.
A set of 2 open doors, he entered the door
without the bucket, because the bucket just makes the endings longer. Not including load times. I mean, there's only like 1 load time on this one going to just turning it off, right?
Coming
and
to
hopefully,
the staircase,
actually,
Stanley walked
oh, that would be good as well, wouldn't it?
Office.
If I could get him to just, I don't think he will because I picked up the bucket, right? I think he's just going to do the whole thing again. Oh no, there we go, perfect.
Here's the door.
Immediately.
Go.
That is really good. Okay, that's how you get this freaking achievement. That is exactly how you get this achievement. Just going through the game so many times that you could just completely skip out that bit, because that bit takes quite a long time. It takes quite a long time waiting for the narrator to say the code, so you don't get the whole thing where you just have to stay there. It also takes a long time if you rush the code, and then have to just stay there listening to freaking music for a bit.
Read mind control facility.
So I feel like it's not possible without that, because already I've used up pretty much a quarter of the time. Right, so once again I can use this trick.
An enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought.
There we go. Hell yes. Look at that. Look at that for a freaking trick. Look at that for an insane trick right there.
The monitors jumped to life. Their true nature revealed.
I mean, wait, it says complete the Stanley parable.
Stanley's co-workers.
Does that mean get an ending in 4? Nah, I must have got an ending in 4 minutes 20 seconds, yeah.
On a screen.
So this one, sadly, there's no way of actually doing this one a bit quicker.
In this place
I feel like you get the achievement to finish the game when you turn on this machine. That's the definitive ending, is turning on the mind control machine, right?
It was
so that's the one we need to do.
Believe it couldn't be true.
So
had Stanley really been
now is 2 minutes.
All this time? Was this
and it's 4 minutes 20. Was it 4 minutes 20 or 4 minutes 27?
That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it.
I'll go into this and check.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
4 minutes 22 seconds.
It was unthinkable.
Why not 4 minutes 27
was it
seconds?
Even possible?
Why 422? Who's employee 422? Is employee 422 better than employee 427? Surely not.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
Freaking easy. Unless the actual cutscene bit might take a bit long, because obviously like the door has to open.
Walking, eating, working.
Turning this off, or turning this on even, would definitely, I mean, just that by itself is about 2 minutes, right? Oh no, even longer, like 2.5 minutes.
Began to sink in.
Yeah, it's almost 3 minutes now.
Machinery would never again exert
I'll let you know exactly when it is.
Over
and now is 3 minutes? Oh god. I feel like it... Oh, I don't know. Where's the door? Because I'll go right up to the door and immediately it's the absolute split second I can come out.
A rising chill of uncertainty.
I will. God, it's gonna be tight. I've just got barely over a freaking minute left now. Where's the door?
Yes.
There's the door. Let's go up to it straight away immediately.
He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as
so I'm right up to the door now. 3.5 minutes or 3 minutes and 40 seconds now.
Still lay unsolved.
Was it still not going to be possible?
Where had his co-workers gone?
Oh god!
Had he been freed
3:45? Oh god, is this possible?
What mysteries did this strange building hold?
This is completing the game.
Sunlight streamed into the chamber.
I imagine this is the only ending you can do this on, because this is completing the actual game.
It was not knowledge or even power that he had been
Okay, so I can actually see it open now. I thought I freaking went through that.
His goal
4 minutes? Oh god!
But to let go.
4:05?
No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to
4:10? I can't do it. It's not possible. Oh, it might. It might just be possible.
His.
Nah, it's not possible.
He needed to know.
It's not possible. No.
It was perhaps
420.
The only thing.
No, 422.
Stanley stepped
How is that possible?
through the open door.
Jesus, you got to be quick with that. That is insane.
Stanley felt the cool breeze.
Have I still got it anyway? Can I still have it anyway,
the
please?
Of liberation, the immense possibility of the new.
I don't think I've got it
before him.
Jesus, that is insane.
Was exactly the way. Right now.
So this I don't think will count, right? Because if this counts, then that is just obscene.
Stanley was happy.
Did I get it? I guess it takes away about 2-3 seconds. Actually, no, it does take away 3 seconds. So I only need to be about 5 seconds faster, maybe. Just in case, though, I will quit to main menu. I do really want to get this now. Begin the game. I'll do that every time.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
How many puzzles still lay unsolved for me now? Oh, can I?
How had he been
No, you can't go above
from
that.
The machine's grasp? What
Oh
other
god,
mysteries did
again,
this
I think it's
strange
just
building
gonna be...
hold?
I mean, it does seem
But as
quicker.
sunlight streamed into the chamber,
God,
he
again, it
realized
looks like
none
I
of
might
this
be able to
mattered
do it.
him, for it was not
I don't know,
knowledge or
350
even
now?
power that he
I can
had
already
been
see the
seeking,
trees, and I've still
but
got...
happiness. Perhaps
Oh yeah,
his
yeah, I
goal
think I've
had
done it
not
now.
been to
I think I've done it now, because it's 4 minutes now.
but to let go.
4 minutes now,
No
surely.
longer would anyone tell him
Oh,
where
but then
to
you
go,
come down
what
here,
to
and
do,
it's just...
or how to
Oh,
feel.
it just, like, you go down the
Whatever
stairs, and
life
it
he
looks so
lives,
much longer than
will
it
be
is.
his.
Oh, I think I've done
That
this
was
already. I think I've done this
all he
anyway.
needed to know.
Come on!
It was perhaps the
4:15,
only thing
come
worth
on!
knowing. Stanley stepped through
Come
the
on!
open door.
Oh, I don't think I've done it, no! Oh, I think I
Stanley
might have
felt the
just
cool
barely
breeze
got it. I
upon
might
his
have been at
skin.
like a second
The
out.
feeling of liberation.
If I'm a second out, then that freaking
immense
spin has killed
possibility
it.
of the new path before
That spin
him.
might have killed it.
This was
That
exactly
freaking
the
spin that
way.
I did coming out of
Right
like
now,
going into the boss's
the
office, that
things
might
were
have
meant
genuinely
to
killed it.
happen.
I walked through
Stanley
at literally I saw
was
422. I saw 422 when I freaking walked in. I don't think I did it though. I don't know, maybe the loading screen was a tiny bit longer? Oh, I don't think I did it, did I? No! Oh? The hell?
All of his co-workers were gone.
This is the
What
whiteboard
could it
ending,
mean?
isn't it?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, why have I got the whiteboard ending, the hell? Why have I got the whiteboard ending? What do you even do to get the whiteboard ending? I can't even remember. I don't think I've done the thing to get the whiteboard ending.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference. Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Alright then, mate.
The embrace of an old friend.
Here you go, Bucket. Look at the whiteboard ending.
That stands the test of time.
Okay. This is actually going to be different. Now let me try this and then I'll give the thing another go.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly.
Okay. Quit to main menu, start again. No idea why I got the whiteboard ending. Again,
was
it's
all
4:15 now, so I feel like this is actually
It
slower.
was perhaps the
Significantly
only thing
slower
worth
than before.
knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Yeah, 4:22 then. God, that's difficult. That's really, really difficult. Is it purely just random when you get that start? Oh, here we go. Okay. I've got it. It is just random. It's nothing to do with dropping down there. Brilliant. Okay. Go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
Because
it
immediately
mean?
when you come through here,
Stanley
it's
decided
this door
when
already.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
And that
he
was not
entered
new
the door
dialogue.
on his
Even if that
left.
was new dialogue, I probably would have just freaking skipped through it anyway. I didn't realize you just continuously begin the game again. I think eventually I'll do that, continuously beginning the game again and again and again. I'm making sure we get everything from that. Did
Coming to a
I did go around the
staircase,
left, right?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Yeah, I mean,
office.
always, like, actually leaving... The quickest I've ever left the meeting room
Here's the
is 28
door,
seconds.
just go.
And I was 28 seconds halfway up the freaking stairs. So no matter what, definitely... I've freaking done this now. Okay, we can stop this when... There we go, stop it now. And go. Okay, 50 seconds now. Yeah, so 2 minutes
Stanley walked
when he
straight ahead
says
through
something
the large
about, like,
door that read
boss or
Mind
something like that,
Control
right?
Facility.
I can't remember what he says, but I'll remember when he says it. Yes, I gotta remember for this one we're actually doing it. But then that
The
trick that I
lights rose
used,
on an
I
enormous
do
room
again.
packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength?
Yeah,
to
so I
find
actually
out?
am doing this quicker now.
Now the monitors jump to life. Their true
Yeah,
nature
120. This is
revealed.
significantly
Each
faster.
bore the
Hell
number
yes.
of an employee
We
in
freaking
the
got
building.
it. There's no way we can't get it now. I'm
Stanley's
putting my freaking
The
foot down.
lives
There
of
is
so
no
many
way.
individuals reduced to
we won't have
images
this
on
now.
a screen.
Let's
and
go.
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
Unless I
where
really mess this up and do some
freedom
freaking
meant
spins like before, we've got it.
This mind
It's
control
crazy that you need
facility,
both of
it
them
was too
to be a
horrible
thing.
believe
And
it
I've done that
couldn't
drop
be
down.
true.
Like, you need
Had Stanley
the
really
quicker
been under
start.
someone's control all
You
this
need
time?
to be able to skip
Was this
through the
only
boss's
reason
office
he
pretty
was
much.
happy with his boring job? That his
And
emotions
yeah, for me,
had been
I
manipulated
potentially
to accept
need
it
to do that
blindly?
drop down thing to then immediately get through the door.
No,
The second, like, all of them
he
doors.
refused to
Apart from
believe
that,
it. He
I guess
couldn't
apart from
accept it. His
The
own
apart
life
from the fourth
in
door.
someone else's control.
So there's 5
Never.
doors, and 4
It
of the
was
5 doors I
unthinkable.
immediately get through straight
Wasn't
away.
it? Was it even possible? Had he
Oh, I didn't
truly
check to see about the
spent
2-minute
his
thing. I mean,
entire
it's 2
life
minutes 15 now,
utterly
so...
blind to the
Yeah,
world?
usually it's about 2.5 minutes now, so that
Here was
is
the proof.
genuinely
The heart
about
of the
15,
operation.
maybe even longer than that,
Controls
seconds
labelled
saved.
with emotions. Happy
So easily done
or
in that.
sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored
I
and
think about
commanded from this very
3:10
place.
is the
And as
quickest
the cold
we've ever done
reality of his
this
past
when
began
the
to sink
door
in,
starts opening.
Stanley decided that this machinery
And it's 2:40
would
now,
never
and there's no
again
way it takes
exert
that long,
its
right?
terrible power.
There we go. Power? I'm pretty sure I've always heard power and not gotten that quickly. Or maybe there's always the power, like halfway through the word power. Come on, please start dropping before 3:10.
Blackness,
Or is it
and a
3:15? It's
rising
either 3:10 or
chill of
15.
uncertainty. Was it over?
I always feel like I go too far in depth with like these kind of achievements, but I do need to for this one.
Yes.
Like, especially for
He
Janitor
had
Bleeds.
won.
Yeah, that was like
He had
3:07.
defeated the
Like for Janitor
machine.
Bleeds when I got the speedrun at under 2 hours. I think I got it
someone
in
else's command.
like an hour and 50 or something like
Freedom
that.
was mere moments
And I was like so
away.
much panicking.
And yet,
like really
even as
panicking
the
when I
immense
just
door
didn't need
slowly
to.
opened, Stanley reflected on
Yeah,
how
a
many
minute left
puzzles
now.
still lay
Now
unsolved.
I have a minute left.
Where
Oh,
had
this is
his
exciting.
co-workers gone?
This is
How
freaking
had he
exciting. You
been
can tell it's
freed from the
exciting when my
machine's
voice does a weird
grasp?
thing like that.
What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
Just follow the shadow
But
over.
as sunlight streamed into
Oh,
the chamber,
hell yes.
he realized none of this mattered
Yeah, 3:40
to him,
now.
for it was not knowledge or even power
The cutscene
that he
surely
had
doesn't
been
have to
seeking,
finish before
but happiness.
4:22, right?
Perhaps
Surely
his
not.
goal had not been to understand.
I mean, to be honest, like, nah,
but to
I don't
let
think the
go.
cutscene would finish before
No
4:22. I
longer
don't think
would
it's
anyone
physically
tell him
possible
where
to do that.
go, what to do, or
Unless the
how
guy
to
was
be.
like gonna show me
Whatever
another
life
cool
he
thing to
lives,
do. Yeah, it's
it
4
will
minutes
be
now.
his. And that was all he needed to know.
Oh, we
It
done
was
it!
perhaps
We freaking
the
done
only
it!
thing worth
I mean,
knowing.
hopefully. I'm
Stanley
just holding
stepped
forward.
through the open door.
So it's 4:15.
Stanley felt the cool
Speedrunner, we
breeze
got it!
upon his
Achievement
skin.
unlocked speedrun.
The feeling
Hell
of
yes!
liberation.
Oh,
The
that's so
immense
cool.
possibility of the new
When I get an
path
achievement in this
before him.
game, it is a
This
brilliant
was
day.
exactly the way.
It's freaking
right now,
9:47
that
at the
things
moment,
were
PM,
meant to
so
happen.
I guess the day's pretty much
And
over now.
Stanley
But there we
was
go.
happy.
Stanley was very much so happy. What a brilliant way to end off this episode. So, I genuinely forget what we did in this episode. I think we've done every ending to do with the mind control facility, right? Oh, we got this again. Brilliant.
All of his
Don't need it
co-workers
now,
were
mate.
gone. What could it
Whiteboard
mean?
ending. I guess the whiteboard
Stanley
ending is just a
decided to
random
go to
thing
the
that can happen,
meeting.
yeah. Let's get the actual ending. I feel weird. Oh, we got this. I forgot about
How
this.
long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Okay. This stops there, yes. You mention anything here?
When Stanley came
You
to
don't,
a set
okay.
of two
Begin the game again, and then that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to an episode number 4 of the Stanley Parable. Make sure we're not going to get any cool dialogue here.
soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started.
This
And if
is
it did, it
actually
stopped
new
shortly
dialogue again.
after. Stanley hoped
It just
that he
doesn't
would
want the
one day
freaking
see
video to
Mother.
end. It just doesn't want the freaking video to end, to be honest. That's two new bits of dialogue back to back. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to an episode number 4 of the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As usual, there'll be or Stanley Parable 2, my apologies. As usual, there'll be a link in the description if you want to check yourself. But for now, hopefully you've enjoyed. Please like and subscribe for our brand new. That's the boy Boss Fatwod. Thanks for watching, Coastal Ways. Peace.